Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. This quote neatly expresses Schopenhauer's view that true genius isn't just about skill, it's about perceiving what others cannot. Arthur Schopenhauer was a 19th century German philosopher known for his dark philosophy and deep insights into human existence and suffering. Unlike many thinkers of his time, he wasn't afraid to look at life's darker side. Instead of promising a perfect world, Schopenhauer believed that life is full of struggle, driven by forces beyond our control. His ideas might seem a bit gloomy at first, but they offer a clear look at why we behave the way we do, and how we can find moments of relief in an otherwise challenging world. Arthur Schopenhauer was born on 22 February 1788 in Gdansk, Poland. When Gdansk became part of Prussia in 1793, his father, Heinrich, decided and moved to Hamburg, a free city with a republican constitution. His father was a wealthy businessman. Arthur was sent to Le Havre to live with the family of his father's business associate. He seemed to enjoy his 2-year stay there, learning to speak French, and he started even playing the flute. Arthur's father, Heinrich, gave him a choice. He could either stay at home to begin preparations for a university or travel with them to further his merchant education. Arthur chose to travel with them. He deeply regretted his choice later because the merchant training was very tedious. He spent 12 weeks of the tour attending school in Wimbledon, where he was confused by strict and intellectual Anglicans who he described as shallow. He continued to sharply criticize Anglican religiosity later in life, despite his general Anglophilia, which shows in the later work as he admired the Buddhism and Hinduism, which we will get to in a bit. In 1805, Schopenhauer's father Heinrich drowned in a canal near their home in Hamburg, although it was possible that his death was accidental. However, his wife and son believed that it was suicide. He was prone to anxiety and depression, each becoming more pronounced later in his life. Arthur Schopenhauer showed similar moodiness during his youth and often acknowledged that he inherited it from his father. Despite his hardship, Schopenhauer liked his father and later referred to him in a positive light. Heinrich Schopenhauer left the family with a significant inheritance that was split in 3 among Johanna and the children. Johanna was Arthur Schopenhauer's mother. Schopenhauer was entitled to control of his part when he reached the age of majority. He invested it conservatively in government bonds and earned annual interest that was more than double the salary of a university professor at the time. After quitting his merchant apprenticeship, with some encouragement from his mother, he dedicated himself to study at the Ernestine Gymnasium in Saxe-Gotha-Altenburg. While there, he also enjoyed social life among the local nobility, spending large amounts of money which deeply concerned his frugal mother. Schopenhauer has a powerful strain of Indian Eastern pessimism, which can be a combination of both Hinduism and Buddhism. Schopenhauer believed that the world we see isn't the real world as it is. It's filtered through our senses and shaped by our mind. Think of it like looking at reality through a pair of tinted glasses. Our perceptions, light, sound, even time and space, are all ways in which our mind organizes the chaos of the outside world. In other words, everything you experience is a mental construction, a representation of what might lie beneath. This idea tells us that there might be more to reality than our immediate experience, and that our understanding is always just one perspective. Digging a little deeper, Schopenhauer introduced the concept of the will. Here's where things get really interesting. According to him, behind all our perception lies a powerful, irrational force he called the will. This force isn't a conscious decision maker, but rather an endless, blind drive that propels everything in existence, from nature's forces to our personal desires. Think of it as an energy that never stops moving, a force that pushes us to act, even when we don't fully understand why. It's like the engine behind the machine of life, always running and demanding more. Schopenhauer believed that this inner drive or will is responsible for one of the life's biggest challenges: suffering. Our desires, whether for food, love, or success, are never fully satisfied. When one desire fades, another takes its place. And when we end up in a continuous loop of wanting and momentarily feeling content before wanting again. This endless cycle explains why so many of us experience feelings of restlessness or dissatisfaction. In Schopenhauer's view, suffering isn't a punishment, but a natural outcome of our inner drive, reminding us that life is a constant balancing act between desire and the pain of not having it. Even though Schopenhauer's outlook might seem pessimistic, he also offered ways to find solace amidst the struggle. One of his key ideas is that art can provide a temporary escape from the constant push of desire. When you immerse yourself in a beautiful painting, a moving piece of music, or a powerful story, you momentarily step outside your own cycle of craving. In those moments, you connect with something universal, a fleeting experience of calm and insight. Another way to ease the relentlessness pressure of this will is through compassion. By understanding that everyone is driven by the same force, we can develop a sense of empathy for others. Recognizing that our struggles aren't unique can lead us to act kindly and supportively, both for ourselves and for those around us. Schopenhauer saw compassion as a moral response to life's inherent difficulties, a way to soften the blow of existence by sharing our burdens. Even though he wrote over a century ago, Schopenhauer's ideas continue to resonate. His exploration of desire and suffering has influenced not only philosophy, but also literature, psychology, and even art. Many later thinkers, including Friedrich Nietzsche and Sigmund Freud, were inspired by his work. Today, when we talk about the endless chase for more, whether it's material success, love, or personal fulfillment, we can trace some of that discussion back to Schopenhauer's observations. His thoughts encourage us to reflect on our own lives and to consider how we might find balance in a world that's constantly urging us to want more. Schopenhauer challenges us to look deeper than what meets the eye. He invites us to consider that our world is more than just what we experience through our senses, and that beneath everything lies a powerful force driving our actions. While his views on suffering and desire might seem heavy and dark, they also offer a path toward finding temporary peace through art and compassion. If you like this video, please click the like button and consider subscribing for the upcoming work. Be a wonderful day. Take care. Bye now.